All right, shalom, shalom. It's the Lake Charles Camp, back again on another weekend. Here to prophesy the downfall of America, also known as Babylon according to the scriptures, and also here to reel in the elect, all right, and condemn the wicked. But before we do anything, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash, Nathan, Mashnakabala, Hazakoyim, Shah Yasharala, which give up honors to the elders of Israel, which are the elders and apostles, great millstone, and Washalom, Wahab, Labakiyah, Shah Yasharala, which is in peace and love to the elect of Israel. All right, we back on another weekend, all right, doing the Lord's work, and basically we here to prophesy to you people the transition of the kingdoms, all right, and that's what this lesson is going to be about today, the transition of the kingdoms, all right. If one of you brothers can get Habakkuk 2 and 2, all right, because what Habakkuk, he had that vision that of what was for to come, and the Lord told him to write it plain upon tables. And we're finna see what it's talking about.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
All right, Con. He said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. All right, meaning what? Simplify it. Make it easy to where everyone can understand it. Because why? It's going to be people that's not going to believe, but what? If you read it, it's easy to believe.
All right.
Go ahead.
It say that he may run that read it.
What?
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
All right, the vision is yet for an appointed time. What's the vision? All right, one of you brothers can get Revelations 13.
It said run that read it.
Right,
and if you run, that means when you get this information, you're gonna be quick to go tell everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It say that I'm gonna read it again. It say, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Kind. Because why? It's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna happen, a lot of death and destruction. So in order for you to be safe, all right, well, you trying to hurry up and do what you gotta do. You gonna tell as much people as you can. Did not Noah do that? All right, he prophesied for what? 120 years, telling people that way, man, it's gonna flood. This place is gonna flood. But what? They never seen that before, so they didn't believe it. But shit, lo and behold, whenever everything started to fall into place, they were the ones that was banging on that door, trying to get up in there. All right, go on.
It say, for the vision is yet for an appointed time.
All right, the vision is yet for an appointed time. What's that vision that it's speaking on? All right, keep going. You can get that after you finish with that.
Oh, it say, but at the end it shall speak.
At the end it shall speak, meaning what? The prophecies are gonna be known before us. All right, everything that we have said is gonna be shown. All right, it's not gonna be us speaking it anymore. All right, the Lord is gonna let everything play out. All right, you can start at 9, bro.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. And everybody has ears, so it's not speaking on that on a carnal sense. If any man can understand, let him understand. All right.
Verse 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
All right, who led us into captivity? All right, who led the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans into captivity? The so-called white man. That's that vision that it's speaking on up in the book of Habakkuk. All right, this is what we're waiting for. Keep going.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
All right, all these curses that was upon us is going to fall upon your own head. All right, keep going.
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. This is that vision that Habakkuk was speaking about. Although it's with everything else, but this is the main one that we're waiting for. All right, for our Lord and Savior Yahushua HaMashiach to come back and deliver the nation of Israel, starting with the elect, but also what? Put us into rulership. All right.
Right.
Can one of you brothers get Isaiah 14? Let's start at 1, Baba Shah. And if y'all got preach, I can go.
I got a quick preview. It's 2 Peter chapter 3, and I start at verse 13. It says, well, you know what? I start at 12. It says, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahushua, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. You see? So this is basically what we're doing, man. We're hastening as far as doing this work for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, applying the supplements that we must be partakers of in his truth, and ultimately looking for the transition of the kingdom.
All right. That's what this is all about. And you see that basically coming into play right now. All right, all these prophecies, all these pestilences and plagues hitting this place, the coronavirus. All right, that shit getting closer and closer to each brother up in each state. You see all these things coming right before your eyes. But what all this is part of the transition of the kingdom. Go ahead, you got it.
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. All right, and that's what we're doing now. That's what we're coming out to do. Basically, speak against this kingdom. All right. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee and make thee most desolate. It say, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. It say, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, because what? That was their gift, the rule by the sword. All right. It say, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. It say,
Leaving that trail of blood that they still have to answer for.
it say, blood shall pursue thee.
And
Thou hast.
that's a lot. I gotta make a quick point, and that's beautiful, you know, because these Edomites and these heathens think as if they don't have to answer for what they're doing. But all it says, what a trail of blood is gonna pursue them. So they're walking, but all that blood that they've shed is basically still following them. You know.
That's why the scripture said that the Lord is basically slow to anger. All right, because what he let all that build up, and the wrath that they go get, that cup that they go drink, is gonna be worth it.
Right.
Lord is long suffering. Because not only do we have to suffer it, hey, Yahweh and Yahushua gotta look down upon this and see this happen to what the chosen nation.
That was it on there.
There's Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. You see, and this is basically what we're doing through the spirit of power Yahweh Shem Yahushua, warning these people and letting them know the destruction is they're about to see on a rapid rate throughout the face of America.
But shit, everything is about to because you see at the beginning of the year, prophecies was just rolling, and this is the beginning of the year. So imagine what's for to come. All right, you got it, bro.
This is Isaiah 14. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1, it says, for the Most High will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
All right, Khan. This is part of that transition. This is after the transition of the kingdoms. Once we basically have after we have got saved, all right, and this is what's going to happen. Keep going.
It says, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
All right. Speaking of what in Isaiah, chapter 2. All right, saying how the other nations they gonna flow unto the nation of Israel because why? It's just gonna be
That's Israelites.
It's like foreigners, right?
What?
Verse 2, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Most High for servants and handmaids.
Khan. All right, keep going.
And they shall take them captives, whose
Whose
captives they were.
Going back to Revelation 13 and 10. This is all part of that vision.
God.
All right. The ones that had us into servitude, it's gonna be a role reversal.
Right.
All right. They go be into servitude. Keep going.
It says, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
All right. We gonna rule over our oppressors. The ones that oppressed us, going into what Psalms 83 and 5, speaking on all our enemies. All right. Speaking on who Ammon, Moab, Esau, especially Esau. All right. Everybody that took a piece of that pie into abusing us.
Because if you look at all of the other nations, if you look at all the other nations, none of the other nations are basically in a slaughter or a lot to be subject to loss right now. You know, they're all subject to gain and like the brother brought out, eating a part of that pie. You know.
And also, Salaki, also they didn't do anything seeing us being oppressed. They didn't do nothing to try to help us.
That's why in Ezekiel 36 chapter said Edom basically said, aha, you know, they laughed at it.
And if I can add, the scripture say what the Lord is going to destroy the destroyer of his heritage, man.
Right.
All right, which is what ultimately Edom, but all nations played a part in that, man. I had to preach something. All right.
That's what's so, I can make a quick point before you bring it out. That's what's so beautiful about this truth because Yahweh Shem Yahushua has delivered it unto what? His servants, the prophets. You know, so we basically have a jump start on everything.
All right. This is Leviticus 25 and verse 40, starting at verse 42. It say, this precept to what the brother had read in Isaiah. It say, "For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen. They shall not rule. They shall not rule over him with rigor." And rigor basically means what? Harsh.
Rigor.
All right. Yeah, rigor. It say, "But shall fear the Most High." It say, "Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have," speaking to his people. It say, "shall be of the heathen that are round about you, and them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids." And that's when that scripture said what? They shall be taken for what? Servants and handmaids. All right. It say, "Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy, and of their families that are with you, which they begat in your land, and they shall be your possession. And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession. They shall be your bondmen forever. But over your brethren, the children of Israel, ye shall not rule one over another with rigor." But you see it say what? For what? An inheritance.
Right.
Hey,
Psalms 2 and 8.
You know, I'm gonna just bring it up. You know, that's spirit. Psalms 2 and 8. And this is this is what we patiently wait for.
Part of that vision. Right.
Because what it says it's for a appointed
Appointed
time.
time.
Meaning, well, we're supposed to until that time is here, we're supposed to basically dwell upon it.
Occupying prophecy.
Time. This is Psalms 2 and 8. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, and dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. No? Oh, be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. And this is basically what we're doing. We're what? Giving out righteous judgment to the earth.
And if I can also add, going back whenever the brother had read the part where it said the inheritance, when you read 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, like verse 9, it says that what? The only way that you go get that inheritance is by what? Going through the danger which is set before it.
Right.
So the only way that we go receive those handmaids and those services by us waiting for that. While we see the vision, we still gotta go through shit that's around us.
Right, because what? In the book of Daniel, it says what? The saints shall take the kingdom.
And
See, it
forever.
won't just be given over.
Jake want to tap into Esau's blessing though.
And all that's part of that vision.
If I can add, this inheritance was what? Given to what? Our forefathers, man.
Right.
And it basically what was passed down. All right, so I got a precept. This is Acts 13, and I'm gonna read 32 and 33. It say, "And we declare what? Make known unto you glad tidings." All right, and what we're doing now, this transition and what we're speaking of according to the scriptures is what? Glad tidings. This is good tidings. This is basically what? Good news unto you. All right. It say how that the promise, because what we read, all of this was promised to us.
Right.
All right. It say the promise which was made unto the fathers, the Most High hath fulfilled the same unto us, their children, and that He hath raised up Yahushua again for us. All right. It say, as it is also written, the second psalm, what the brother just read, the second psalm, "Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee." That was it on that.
It's Daniel's chapter 7, and I'll start at verse 17. It says, "These great beasts which are four kings which shall rise out of the earth, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever."
Yep.
All right, and what we're basing the time of what that last beast ruling. This is the last kingdom, you know,
And look
the
how-
last
my bad,
wicked
bro.
one. Are you good?
I was gonna say, look how it's stretched apart forever and ever and ever. That lets you know that way it's gonna be non-stop. All right, it's gonna be for eternity. All right, we gonna rule forever, and that's part of that vision. That's what we are earnestly expecting. All right. Well, you got it.
Y'all brother spoke about, y'all brought out a precept basically saying about you. It's like we have to go through what you said, go through the things.
Oh yeah, the danger that's set before the
dangers
inheritance.
that are set before the inheritance, man. So we're basically going to be what? In a low position. All right. This is Psalms 34 and verse 10. All right. The young lions do lack. All right, and suffer hunger. All right. Comparing what us as to being to what as young lions, man. All right. And we what? We suffer hunger. All right. It say, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. All right. We're standing here All right, and basically what the scripture say? Well, set thy face as a flint. You know, we're standing and facing forward. You know, and not wanting any good thing, as in what? Not worrying about basically what the rulerships and basically prosper in this world, man.
And a young lion is defenseless.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we basically can easily become prey. That's why the Bible compares other nations to beasts. You know, and if someone is compared to a young lion, that means you're still a lion to be feared, but you haven't reached your full potential yet. You know what I'm saying? So that means that we're basically a nation that we're in a position of not actually being able to defend ourselves. That's what captivity is. It's gonna be no power, no strength in your hands. So that's where we are right now.
And going into what you're basically in a needy state,
Right.
You know, because a lion goes out and get his own. You know, I gotta just one quick for y'all.
Go ahead, bro.
That point up. Because what this is when you come to this truth, hey, Yahweh Shem Shai basically lifts you up through that. You know, out of that dungle state that you're in. This is 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord kill it and make it alive. All right, and this is twofold, because what you look at our nation was once living, but then what we was killed and made desolate. It says he bring it down to the grave and bring it up, you know, and only the elect have basically been reconciled back into that fold. And that's why we're hastening in the day, because we know we have a kingdom that's coming. It says the Lord make it poor and make it rich. He bring it low and lift it up. He raised up the poor out of the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are Yahweh Shemel Shai's, and he has set the world upon them. See, so what? Well, we're gonna inherit the throne of glory, man, when this thing is all over with.
All right. And you see what it said? It said the beggar of the dunghill.
That's right.
Means what? Someone that's low. All right. And I got another precept on that. All right, in Luke. But we
Beggar of the dunghill.
Out of dunghill.
Uh-huh.
Damn, you searching for help through anything.
Anything.
All avenues.
Damn.
Nah, yes. 14 and 3.
All right, back to Isaiah 14 and 3. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall give the rest from thy sorrow.
It said the Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. All right. This is all part of that vision. All right. This is what we're waiting for, because what? Every day we wake up, you gotta go to work. You read what? The book of Genesis chapter 3, like verse 19. It says what? In the sweat of thy hand shall thou just roughly paraphrasing it, shall thou make bread. Meaning what? You go work your ass off just to get a little bit of money. All right. And this is all part of being into captivity and being oppressed. All right. We have to go up to Esau every day. All right. Asking for money, basically about what? Going to work, working your ass off, and you're receiving just that little bit. But what the Lord said, what? He's going to give us rest. All right. He's going to take all that away from us, as it says in Revelation 21. All right. It's going to be what? No more tears. All right. No more hurt, no more pain. All that's going to be wiped away with. All right.
This Haggai 1 and 6. Ye have sown much, and ye bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. It says, ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag of holes.
Man,
This
what,
is
every
the
time
state
you get
of
this
the
shit, it's
Israelite
falling.
nation, man.
Man, you can't hold on to shit. Yeah. 21.
Nah, that's He says, and from, I'm going to start over. Isaiah 14 and 3, it says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear.
From thy fear. All right. Israel scared of the fucking cops. Every time you see them running around, they heard them put their seatbelt on, and they be worried out their life. The Lord gonna take all that away.
It says, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Starting off with what? When we first got shipped to this place, they had us in shackles from our head to our feet. All right, treating you like some fucking animals. All right, eating chitlins and fucking shit, bro. Like shit was bad. And the Lord gonna take all that away. It's not gonna be no more of that. All right, this is all part of that vision. Now you jumping to 21. You got it, bro.
Just backing up that point. This Deuteronomy 28, and I started verse 65. It says, and among these nations thou shalt find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have no rest. But Yahweh Shemel Shah shall give thee there a trembling heart, and failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life. See? So this is basically the state that the kings of the earth have basically been brought down to.
Right.
A very, very low estate.
What did King Solomon say? He said what he seen upon the earth. It was what? It was service upon horses, and the princes walking upon that service, walking on the earth that service. Just roughly paraphrasing. All right, but all that is gonna be a big role reversal. All right,
I got one. This is Isaiah 32 and verse 18. All right. It say, and my people shall dwell in a peaceable habitation and in assured dwellings. Assured dwellings basically, if something is sure, it's basically what? It's proven and known that this is a safe place. You know? It say sure dwellings in quiet in quiet resting places. All right, and that was it on that really. But basically letting you know that what Israel is going to basically, when you read Jeremiah, tell you that what Israel going to go back to the land which the Lord had given them and basically be at peace, man.
But this is not now. All right, just backing it up, Micah 2 and 10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." All right, arise ye and depart. Don't be comfortable. All right, we gotta work every day. If you gotta work every day just to get a little bit of income, you know you're not at rest. All right, it says, because it is polluted, and it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. All right, being up in this place, all right, getting comfortable, it's no good in that. All right, nothing good comes from America. All right, that's why you go into the scriptures known as Babylon, which goes to what? Confusion. All right, this place is just it's confused, bro. Everything is backwards. Just like what Solomon said, he seen servants upon horses and the princes walking on the earth. That shit is backwards. You don't see no prince walking on fucking earth. Prince chill. Prince, he laid back. All right, and the servants do all the work. But wait, it was backwards. All right, you got it, bro.
All right, Isaiah 14 and 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
My bad, bro. You can reread it.
Isaiah 14 and 21 says, prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for his children. For who? All right, Esau. All right, for what they did way back then. Cause what they didn't get judged for what they did yet. All right, this is the restoration that we're gonna receive. All right, they go be in servitude.
Shit, they ain't pay us the Grecians, Romans are right now.
Exactly, none of that. All right, keep going.
It says, iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
So Salakia, right there, bro. Like with Saul, hey man, you fucked up and didn't kill everybody. Now these same people are ruling over you. So that they do not rise nor possess cities. If you don't slay everyone and get them out of the way, you're gonna have to deal with this shit again. So this time it ain't gonna be no mistakes made. Their ass is done.
All right, jumping on to verse 27, it says, for the Most High of hosts hath proposed, and had purpose, and who shall disannul it?
God, who gonna take that away? If the Most High said that's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. All right, did not the Heavenly Father say well, His word shall not come back void?
Right.
Yeah, that's the last one we read.
And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?
All right, who gonna do that? All right, nobody. If you pay attention to the scriptures, you see that the Lord's hand is upon everything that goes on in this place, letting you know that He controls everything. So if He says something out to happen, it's gonna happen. All right.
Just like in the book of Peter, when it said basically Yahweh Shah was set up to be that rock, and he placed everything, and even the believers, you know what I'm saying, they were set up not to believe him, you know. So like unto today, they're doing the same thing over again.
Right.
Nobody could change that.
Right.
If I can add, because Yahweh said what he knew from the beginning who would believe.
That's right. We got it down.
Yeah, I got that one.
Isaiah 14 and 24. It says, the Most High of hosts have sworn and saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have proposed, so shall it stand.
I mean what? Everything that the Lord said, He said even as He has thought. All right, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. Meaning what? Nothing is gonna stop that from happening. Romans 3:3. So what if some did not believe? Shall I make the fate of the Most High without effect? It's gonna happen no matter what, man. All right.
I got one. Just to back up that point, that whatever he says is going to come to pass. This is and also going back to that vision. This is Ezekiel 12. I'm gonna go to 26. It says, and again the word of the Most High came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he said is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. All right. This is the point 28. It says, therefore say unto them, thus said Yahweh power, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, said Yahweh power, man. It says that it shall be done. So it's going to come to pass, man.
Right.
All right. And it also says that it's not going to be prolonged anymore. To prolong something is basically to delay it, man.
Right.
You know?
Let's let you know that it's actually gonna be in this captivity to come, because what, Yahweh Shai not on the scene no more.
Right.
You know, the prophets woke up last, and what? That's also visions that were set for a point in time. They already passed.
I got a precept. This is Revelations 18 and verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for the Most High hath avenged you on her. And when it's speaking of her, it's speaking about what? The virgin daughter Babylon, man, which is America according to the scriptures, man. All right, because what? It's basically, you know, right here, when you read Jeremiah 50, and I think verse 28, it tell you that the Lord is going to come and basically avenge his people, all right, for the things which were done unto them, all right. It say, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. So when the brothers was reading in Isaiah 14, they're letting you know what? Through violence, all these things happen to Babylon. So now that what? You're able to what? Take over. It's not going to be found no more, man. The scriptures say what? The beasts of the earth are basically going to dwell here, man.
You look at a millstone or basically an anchor, it's real heavy. So if you throw that into the ocean, it's not gonna float. It's not gonna be seen. It's gonna go all the way to the bottom, letting it be known that what the destruction of this place is gonna be great. You know.
It say the great city Babylon shall be thrown down and be found no more, man. When the brother read the precept, it said that what? The vision that I've seen and spoken unto you, it is now, it's not of now. So he let you know this is not talking about ancient Babylon. It's talking about Babylon to come, man.
Future prophecy.
Future prophecy, man. Because the scripture, when you read in Isaiah, it tell you that what it say what is spiritual, Sodom and Egypt and Babylon, you know.
I got a free on that. This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse. I start at verse 7. You know what? I'm gonna start at verse 4. It says, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things as they were from the beginning of the creation. For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, of the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that was then was being overflowed with water perished, meaning in the times of what Noah. It says, but the heavens of the earth, which are now, for what this present time that we're in today, it says, by the same word are kept in store, reserved for fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. See, so this place is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. All right, by what? And it's been declared by the word of Yahweh by Shemel Shah.
I said Luke 16 and 19? Yeah. This is Luke 16 and 19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day.
All right, Khan. Who is that certain rich man? That's speaking on Esau. All right, Esau Edom, so-called white man. All right, bro.
And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores.
Okay, Khan. Who is this speaking on? All right, the so-called a Jake. All right, so-called black man. All right, you can get Deuteronomy 28:48. All right, so you can keep going.
Keep going.
Yeah.
All right. It say, and designed to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Khan. All right, it said he was designed to be fed from the crumbs of the rich man's table, and you see that now as of today. All right, us going to work every day just to get those little bitty ass crumbs.
Hey, Salakia, you remember when you read back, it said that you was gonna be low like the dunghill?
Dunghill, kind.
And that's exactly,
Kind.
that's how low it is. Asking for crumbs, that means you're at the bottom. Whatever falls from your plate, let me catch it. It's like a dog.
Uh-huh.
That's what they say. The dog lick.
Yeah,
he
lick
asked
the
for the dogs to lick their sores.
Yeah.
And this letting you know that.
That's how low he is.
Another heat.
Right.
The other heathens are
Right.
basically considered as dogs.
Right.
Hold on, bro.
But you are in their state.
All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 48. It says, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Most High shall send against thee,
Uh-huh.
in hunger,
Uh-huh.
and in thirst, and in
thirst,
nakedness.
And in nakedness, meaning what? We go to our enemies for everything.
God.
Going back to that in Luke. All right, what? He was desiring the crumbs. All right, the little bitty shit that he can get.
And what you know about the crumbs, you don't get full off that. So
Not
that
at
means
all.
you're
You gonna
constantly
keep going back.
Right. Right.
It says, and in one of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Kind, meaning what? It was gonna be continuous. All right, until he have destroyed thee. Did not Jeremiah say that what? That we was gonna discontinue from our own heritage.
Right.
Meaning what? We wasn't gonna know who the fuck we were or none of that. All right, and what we was gonna constantly keep going back to our enemies. All right, it said in one of all things.
Kind of, if I can add, because the brother spoke about earlier, he was like, what? When we was in slavery, they shackled us up from our head to our feet. You know, you see what it say, till he had destroyed us, man. What, they didn't knock us off as a nation completely, man. They mentally broke us, man.
Right.
And that's when the brother was saying, what, when Jake see a cop, man, they straighten up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know?
You can have all your
Yeah,
paperwork in line, bills paid, and you still got to worry like, oh man.
It's fear.
All
you
that's
know?
part of that fear.
Right.
This just to back up that point. This is Isaiah 29 and 14. It says, therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people. All right, so that's them, instilling that fear upon us, man. It says, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. So that fucking that fear that they instilled in us, that it fucked us up.
Right.
You know?
I got a free backing up. What it was in James or Luke.
Luke
Luke.
16, 19.
This is Revelations chapter 18, and I'll start at verse 16. It says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple. And purple is basically the color that represents royalty. It says, and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Meaning what? This place is going to be beautiful, appealing to everybody. All right. It says, for in 1 hour, so great riches come to naught. Every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by the sea, stood afar off. And this is also what we look forward to, man. It says, and they cast dust upon their head, Salaki, verse 18, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, which city is like unto this great city? You know? And that's why everybody desires to come to America. Because it is the law of freedom, you know?
Illusion.
Basically, yeah, the delusion of freedom, you know? It
Illusion
said-
of everything. Like, man, you see Salakiak, you see people that feels they're being oppressed in their own countries they basically want the democracy that you see here in America, because it looks like, well, women can't do this over here. Women are subject to wearing this certain type of clothing here. They can't do this, they can't do that, and then they get to America and it's basically the illusion of them. Like, you'll go through a store and you'll see women that's Ishmael, and they'll basically be they're supposed to be in all the apparel of a Muslim woman, but they'll have the head covered, the face covered, and then you go down and they have some damn jeans on. They know in their country, bro, they'll be hanged for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty, the so-called beauty that America pushes off on these people. That's why everybody desires to be over here.
That's why she's basically referred to as a whore.
Right.
Because just like the brother brought out, if you have these people in these other countries, they're bound by their law.
Right.
So they basically commit
Right.
fornication
Right.
by coming and partaking in
Right.
the philosophies of America. It says, verse 19, and they cast dust upon their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein we made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness.
Merchants. That lets you know, Salaki. That lets you know that it's America.
Trading.
Because you have trade, yeah, you got, and what is in New York, it's called the World Trade Center. You know what I'm saying? So you got merchants on the water that brings forth food, things that we buy from those other countries, furniture, all that. It comes from other countries, okay? So it has to be America.
It says, for 1 hour is she made desolate. And this is what, hey, verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets. For the Most High had avenged her, so like you avenge you on her. See? So the Lord is doing this all for our betterment, man. Everything that's going around as far as the famines, the plagues, the pestilence, it's all for our betterment, man.
Right.
So that we can get salvation and get delivered up out of here.
If I can add, the scriptures say that what can't really find it, but the scriptures say what the other nations shall bewail of her, man. When they see the destruction that's going on in this place, they're basically going to bewail, man. They're going to basically weep, man, because what they racks what rich here, man. All right. I had a precept because the brother had read about what you had read out about the fine place, fine linen place. All right, this is Isaiah 14 and verse 4. It say, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased," man? Basically, what cease as in what come to an end, man, come to a stop. And it say the golden city ceased, man. That same golden city that this verse and this chapter speaking about is the same fine place that was decking with all these things.
Right.
What the brother just read.
Right.
What's more precious than gold? You know?
This verse 5, it say the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked. That's why it ceased. All right, when you go into what the word staff, it basically symbolizes what rulership, man.
Right.
The Lord is going to break the scepter of the rulers, man. That's what scripture's going to say. Salaki. It say the Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Right.
He that ruled the nations in anger and persecuted and none hindered, man. Who else done that, man?
Right.
Who else done it? And
Nobody hindered it. Right. Nobody
Right.
stopped it.
It say, because what? Nobody stopped it. Basically, you know that what? That verifies that the scripture say what? Esau, Edom is what? The hammer of the earth?
And then
The
also
big
it tells you that all the nations shall know the children of Israel went into slavery, went into captivity. So if all of them come together, like in Psalms 83, and when they come together in one mind frame, basically letting you know that we know who you are. We know once we keep you away from your power, the further we keep you away by putting you asleep with things that entertain you, then the further we get to rule, because you're still lost. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why the scriptures say what? Basically, backing up what the brother said, the scriptures say what? To paraphrase scriptures say that what? The scriptures say that what? Hell, it say hell had enlarged herself.
Right.
How hath hell enlarged herself? Because what? Our people are constantly going off and not knowing who they are, man. That's how hell enlarged herself, man. All right.
The further that we away from knowing who we truly are, that's the worse it's gonna be.
Because what? When we came over in slave ship, they forbidden us from reading, man. They didn't let us read. You got caught reading, you probably got your tongue cut out your mouth, man.
Right.
All right.
Death.
This is verse 9. I would jump down to verse 9 because in Luke it spoke about how low he was. All right. It say hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It raised it up from their thrones, all the kings of the nations, man. It say, and they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto